Can you get a good job without college? Well, if you've ever wondered, today that's what we'll be talking about. So today, I'm going to go over that number one, it is possible to get a great job without college. There's plenty of different routes you can take. I'm going to talk about actually the benefits of doing it this way compared to going to college. And then on my last point, I'm going to talk about how to do it and the path you should take to be able to get a great job without a college degree. First, it's possible to do. There's plenty of people out there who have either not gone to college or dropped out and become some of the most successful people we've ever heard of. For example, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg all dropped out of college or didn't go at all, and now they're the names that we know today. They've created things that we can never imagine. They've amassed wealth greater than anybody on this planet. So it is possible. The way to do it and the possibilities you have to consider is trade school, apprenticeships, getting a mentor, entrepreneurship, starting your own business, tech. The tech field doesn't care that much about a college degree. I've talked to tech entrepreneurs before. Frequently, unless you have Stanford, Harvard, or an Ivy League on your resume, they don't care about the college degree. They care about your skills. And also, you can learn to code within a year. So if you have any interest in the tech field, that is a big area where you don't need a college degree to get a six-figure job that can make you very successful and a very happy person if you enjoy that field. So there are possibilities. You can also go into sales and marketing. Frequently, those fields are about communication and just simple skills, not so much about the degree. Also, a route not commonly considered is retail stores. Some retail stores pay very well to managers, and frequently you don't need a college degree to move up the ranks in those. So there's plenty of possibilities around not going to college. Next, I'm going to touch on the actual benefits. So not going to college actually separates yourself a little bit. You may be at a disadvantage when it comes to some companies who are still very focused on that piece of paper or that degree. And while for some fields like doctor and lawyer, you're always going to need a degree for those fields. But almost every other field, there's at least a possibility. So with that, you're actually at some advantages compared to students who do go to college. Those being, you're going to avoid student debt. I mean, the debt continues to climb and climb and climb. And unless you have scholarships, you can leave college with anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 in debt if you're going out of state. And you tack on master's school to that as well, you can add on, it can get pretty expensive pretty quick. So you're gonna not have any debt, which is a huge benefit, assuming you're smart with your money and things of that nature. Another big advantage you have is you're gonna get a jump start in experience. College students will be in the classroom from 8 to 5, and while you can be out there working on things that are practical and things you want to be doing. As a former college student myself, I find that most of my classes aren't very practical. I don't get any experience that's going to help me in college, in my degree. So with that, you're at a huge advantage in terms of experience. You have 4 years of experience that a bunch of college students will not have. So you need to use that time to get ahead, build skills, things of that nature. So as long as you're focusing on your education that's practical to the field that you want to go into, you're actually at an advantage. You just need to make sure that you're utilizing your time while you're not in the classroom to not just be working a job that you hate, you're not learning. If you're not learning, you should leave. If you're not in college, you need to be finding a job that is teaching you. You're getting paid to learn. And then you'll also learn, do I like this field or do I not? Because frequently, before you get into something, you can't really tell until you have an inside look at it. So next, I'm going to touch on how to actually do it. My first tip of advice would be to find a mentor. Finding a mentor for me has jump-started my career by, I'd imagine, when I look back on it, years. They're able to provide experience and things that you just won't be able to know unless you would experience it yourself, or if they teach you them. So that's super helpful. They can also help you learn skills and find your next step. Sometimes it's confusing to know what to do next, whereas the mentor can step in and help guide you along where you should go next. So my first tip to you would be find a mentor. And the way you can do this also is offer to work for free. Go find someone and provide value to them and work for free. Someone will like what you're doing and what your work is, and they'll offer to mentor you or give you some free coaching or something of that nature as long as you're providing value to them. My next would be, as I said in my last point, focus on experience, learning, and skills. You need to find ways to get ahead because you are at somewhat of a disadvantage without the credibility, but if you can make up with that experience, skills, and learning, that will go a lot longer way on your resume if you can show, hey, I've had all these jobs where I am learning, like marketing, sales, or whatever you're going into, and I don't have a degree, but I've done all this stuff, and you can kind of speak from that experience. The employer is going to value that a lot. So what you need to do is make sure you're catching up on your disadvantage, catching up on your experience and your learning. Use your time to learn more than a college student can in the classroom, and then you'll be able to get a great job without a college degree.